Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Pseudo's Crochet and More. This is your host Crystal. Today is Crochet Nation newspaper. I totally forgot about getting this done last month. This is last month's issue, which is issue 15. I'm going to go through it as quickly as I can. They have changed on how things are set up right now with the newspaper. They do change it to accommodate, what they're putting in there, what they're taking out, what they're leaving, all that good stuff. So you'll notice that the very first page is a little bit differently set up than the previous issues have been. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. This cup has a saying on it. I'm going to try to grab it by my left hand. I got it at Hobby Lobby. I walked around to see if there was any clearance items just yet for their big 75% off sale. I didn't see anything, so I just kind of walked around the store a little bit, and I found this mug. Rescued is my favorite breed. And it was half off. There is some, right here, there's a piece of paint or something that was in a cup. I'm not sure. I don't want to. I'm turning this back around so I can grab it with my right hand since I'm a righty. I don't like when they do it only on one side. I do like that saying, rescued is my favorite breed, because I don't care what breed it, well, I kind of do and don't, but rescued is my favorite. So, alright, let's get back to this one. Now, I'm not going to, well, I guess I could. I just have to cover up my address here, because my address is in the bottom corner here. So, this is the front of issue 15, crop circles blanket, some unicorn slippers, crochet the starry unicorn slippers for babies, and there's a bunch of other information in here too. Alright, so as I said, first page is going to look a little different. Stitch of the month used to be towards the back. It is now at the front of the newspaper. This month, last month, it was the berry stitch. I'll show you a picture of that here. We do have a letter from the editor. We do have a book recommendation, but there's nothing about TV shows or movies on here, or an Audible book to read. Well, I guess if you can find it on Audible, you could get the book that they have on here for the month. So here is the berry stitch. It is beginner friendly, and it goes over the steps on it step by step. So there's the berry stitch. The book is the Rom-Comers by Catherine Center. It's warm, witty, and irresistibly charming. The Rom-Comers follows carer and aspiring screenwriter Emma Wheeler as she lands the opportunity of a lifetime. And there's more information there, but that's all I'm going to read off of that. And then there's a reader spotlight, which they always have at the front as well. And then we go into the patterns. The first one up is the Maribel bag. It uses granny squares, and it uses different styles of granny squares, which I think is kind of cool. I will show you the picture here. She's holding it in her, no, there we go. I don't know how well you'll see that, but it's those down there. And there's a picture of it. It's like you use it. You make a granny square, and then you do something totally different with it to turn it into the rest of the pattern. It's kind of interesting. It's published by Quattro. I don't know if they have a book or not. If they do, I will see if the book is available. Okay, so let's see. Yes, Granny Square Crochet for Beginners. And it's got that on the front cover of it. I'll show it to you. And if I can find it available on Amazon, I will link it down below for you. So a lot of different ways to do granny squares. So this the pattern came from this book here for that bag. And then we have a wonderful history of sea silk, one of the world's rarest fabrics. Interesting. Then we have crop circle blanket, the crop circles blanket, which is really cool. I might use this pattern for something else, for a different type of blanket, but it tells you what yarn they used, the color. It was a fingering weight yarn that they used in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different colors. Holy moly, that's a lot of colors. And they used drops alpaca silk for the, and cascade 220 fingering heritage silk for it. It's a really pretty blanket. I'm gonna just try to cover up the. So there is the blanket. They do give you a diagram as well. So if you're used to using diagrams for your granny square style patterns, they do have that in there as well. Tells you how many motifs of each one you need to make, how to set it up, and then we have the feathers in the wind shawl, which is a graph style shawl. Right there, feathers in the wind shawl. This pattern is also available from Crochet Color Work Made Easy by Claire Goodall. Goodale, I don't know, page. Street Publishing Company 2021. And it gives you graphs on how to do each part of the shawl, which I really do like that they give a lot of detailed information, especially ones that are like graph style or granny square style patterns. And then we have oh, that's cute. Okay, so there is a book again. If I can find it on Amazon, I will link it below if you're interested in getting the book. If you do click on them and you purchase anything, there is money that goes back into the channel so I can get other things from Amazon or other companies, because it is an affiliate link. It doesn't cost you any extra to click on that link. So how crocheters and knitters around the world are helping save little penguins. They're making little sweaters for them. I'm guessing because where they are at, the weather is actually warmer than what it's supposed to be. Alright, and then we have the crochet penguin jumper. There is a pattern here. So if you want to help the penguins, you can do that. Or you could use it for a small cat or something else too. We have a pattern for foragers gloves. They look like, yeah, they're fingerless gloves. I'll show you that here. It is from the Fantasy Crochet book. Yep, Fantasy Crochet book. These are them worked up here. They look really cool. Alright. And there's more stuff on the other side. Alright. And then we have a faux fur vest. I don't know what the name of it is just yet. The Devereaux vest. And I only know how to pronounce that because It is the last name for Blanche in the Golden Girls, if you've ever watched that. If not, it's okay. Her last name is Devereaux, and this is exactly how they spell it. So that is the look of it. And it does give multiple sizes for that. It does go up to, looks like 4X. It uses Lion Brand Shaggy Chic, which is a jumbo weight polyester, but it's basically faux fur. Okay, so yeah, it goes up to a 5X. So that's good. It does include a lot of different sizes. So you can, it will tell you on what rows to go to, what you do differently on different rows if you're going larger or smaller. All right. Okay. And let's see. What is that? Oh, the pocket. There's pockets on it. There are pockets. Didn't realize that. If you look, her hands are actually in a pocket, and it tells you how to make the pocket on the other side. This next part is about applying beads with double crochet. So it gives you tips on how to apply beads if you want to add some bling to your crochet and you're using double crochet. It's also in the A to Z of crochet, which I know it is because I have that book. Again, anything that I see here that there is a book for with the pattern, I will link them down below. So if you want to just get the book, but again, this is a great magazine, great newspaper to get every month as well, because you get a little history, you get some patterns, you get I don't even know where the Crochetology is at. There's usually a horoscope reading for that month. This one has little baby unicorn slippers, which I would only make if it was a girl, but that's just my opinion. But they are cute. They're not, you could make them something totally different for a boy, but there they are there. If you know how to change to make it a little different for a boy. Not to say that boys may not be into unicorns too, but. And this one uses Bernat Super Value premium acrylic, 100% premium acrylic. All right. Tells you how to put stuff together with the whip stitch and whip stitch, slip stitch, all that good stuff. There's also little diagrams as well for that, putting them together. And this looks like it's part of the Crochet Animal Slippers. So if you like this and you think it's really cute, there is a book for other animals to crochet into slippers. The whole family can have matching animal slippers, or each person can choose their favorite animal. Pick from 20 different designs and create comfy slippers that everyone will love to wear. And here's a picture of the book. There. So again, I will look to see if I can find that on Amazon. Interesting. So there's an interesting page coming up. And then we have Little Mr. Bear, which is amigurumi. So they always put something in here, at least one or two items that are amigurumi. So if you like to do that, it is here. So here's Mr. Bear. And it's got quite a bit of pages to go through. And then here we go, Crochetology. So let's see. Mine's probably gonna be way down towards the bottom. Yep. So I'm a Capricorn. If you haven't heard me say that before on other episodes, issues for the Crochet Nation. For last month, it said I was you're entering a local fair, not because you want the ribbon, but because you want to see the look on the other contestants' faces when they see your perfectly blocked lace. This month's strength, ruthless craftsmanship. All right, and then next to it is how yarn makers in New Zealand are using possum fiber to keep bird life safe. I'm not sure. Apparently, the possums have become a problem in New Zealand. Interesting. That's kind of cool. There's information on that. And then we have the Dear Grandma Ange. And then we have the comic, The Hooked Misadventures in Crochet Nation. And then we have the Crochet Circle Mysteries, which is the one that was after the Stitches in Deception. Okay, and then the word ladder. Move down the ladder from soft to seam by changing one letter at a time. So, okay, upper level or raised space. That's loft. Opposite of right, left. Gave temporarily. Okay, so 5 is place to sit. That's a seat. So number 4, dispatched or transmitted. That one I don't know too much. Sorry about that, guys. And I'm sorry, my husband's desk is a mess back there. I didn't even realize how messy it was till after I started the video. Alright, and then what would your yarn brand be called? And then, you know, you have answers, questions, answers, and if it's mostly one letter over the other, then it would be this or that. Okay, and then on the back, as always, there is a crossword puzzle, and it has the answers from the previous month on there as well. So that is it for issue 15 of Crochet Nation. I will go ahead and show you, well, I'll show you the, and again, they have other newspapers. They have a history one, they have baking, they have knitting, they have, oh my gosh, what the heck there's like 4 or 5 different, newspapers that they do now. Let me go ahead and pull it up. I always put them in the link below when I do review the newspaper. Let's see here. I know they have the baking. They have the crochet, knitting, baking, history, and what else do we have? All right, let's see. Why did they go directly to that? All right, no. It automatically prompted me to the crochet one only. There we go. Okay. So, Okay, so right now they have the four: crochet, knitting, baking, and history. So if you're interested in those other ones, they're great. I really do like the Crochet Nation one, and I'm still working on when I'm going to start randomly picking a pattern from the first 12 issues, and then I will go on from 13 to 24, and then do it in 12 increments. I'm not going to try to do all of them in together at this with the same. I'm going to stop at 12, 1 through 12, and then 13 to 24. So every 12 issues, I will break it down. Once I get through the first set of 12 issues, I will start up the next set of 12 issues. And I still have it on my phone, all that, but I've been working on getting my Premier Yarns neon electric slide blanket finished, which I'm going to start working on here again after I'm done with this video. And then I have my Mary Maxim blanket one to finish, another one to keep working on, and then another one to start. So I've been kind of like trying to cram everything together, and it's just not working out for me very well. But this is still in the books to get started this year, to get started with it. I might break it down to just doing the stitch of the month stitch patterns. I'm not sure yet. Or if I'm going to keep it to where it's both that and the one pattern that I know that I have enough yarn in my stash to actually work, then I will put it in the randomizer. But all right, well, I will have this month's on Friday. Thursday I might just come on here and talk a little bit about what's been going on, why some weeks I have a complete week full of videos and other weeks I do not. But I'm going to leave it at that for now. Leave you hanging. I will have a video later today for the new Premier Yarn sales of the week. So keep a lookout for that. I am trying to get that as well as one other video on Wednesdays done. So it's not just that one. So you have two videos to watch. Everybody's been liking my going over the weekly sales, showing you guys different things. Hopefully in the future I can get another surprise box to open and show you guys, but right now it's not in the books just yet. But I have this still in the books for doing the randomized patterns, telling you guys how easy it was, difficult, how easy it was, if I had any problems with how it was written in the book, in the newspaper itself, and show you the results. So kind of like what I do with Mary Maxim. I try to get those done, but blankets take a little bit longer for me. I love working on them, but I have to stop working at a certain point during the week on them because I have to get up so early for work the next day. And the only time that I can really keep going with them is on the weekends. So, and I still have the Crochet Society's blanket from last Christmas to finish. So I'm going to probably try to break it down, get that neon blanket done first, because I want to get you guys a tutorial for it. I will also have a written pattern available on my website, which is where all my merchandise is at as well. That will be at a small charge. I'm not going to charge an exorbitant amount, but I will be doing that. And then I will come out with the video after I get that finalized. I want to make sure I know exactly how much of the yarn you're going to need. And the border I probably will not do until I actually do the tutorial to show you guys how I added the border to the blanket as well. Alright, so now if you enjoyed my video today, please give me a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content and haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe and then the notification bell so you're always aware of when I put out new content. Until next time, I hope you all stay safe, stay warm or cool, and happy crocheting. Bye-bye.